with no sound, no less. Ah, screw it. We ain't got no sound. We might as well not do it. Let's see. Okay, all that checks out. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Caucasian Sasquatch channel where Sasquatch says and nobody cares. I'm here tonight with Truth Be Told Audits. He's one of those strange people you might have seen around out there cop watching and whatnot. He records the police. Sometimes the police like it, sometimes they don't. Usually, most people are fairly copacetic with the idea of being filmed in public because, when you're in public, you really don't have any rights to privacy. The way I like to put it is if your feet are in public, then your eyes can't be trespassed. As long as you don't step on the private property, you can film. You have to create your own privacy, is what it comes down to. So that's kind of the way that goes. So with that, I'm going to turn you over to Truth Be Told and let him kind of explain to you what it is that he does and how he does it. And I'm sure he can put a much better spin on it than I can. So here you go, buddy.
How are y'all doing? Truth Be Told Audits. I have a YouTube channel. We are currently on Sasquatch Says, and his YouTube channel is Caucasian Sasquatch. Great channel. Go check him out. Like, share, subscribe. As well to me. I do basically auditing, cop watching, keeping everybody up to date about laws and trying to get everybody to make sure that they know their rights is one of the biggest things. We can't ever lose our rights. If we lose our rights, then we have no freedoms left. And once we lose our freedoms, then we have, I believe, nothing left. We don't ever want that, people. We don't ever want that. So what we need to do is start learning our Bill of Rights, the Constitution. Most of the cops and most of the civilians, the cops don't know the laws most of the time as far as our human rights, and the regular civilians just don't know their rights to be able to hold themselves off back from the cops being able to violate their rights. So what we have is a failed system here, and the system needs to hold itself off back from the cops being able to violate their rights. So what we have is a failed system here,
I'm sorry.
and the system
Fault.
it's repeating.
I was utterly baffled by that bit.
Drugs.
No, we're,
All right.
we're
You should be back in control. I'm sorry. I didn't even know that was going to happen.
That's fine. It just repeated. That's all it did. But
okay.
yeah.
This is awkward. No, thank you.
Yeah, this is going to be a great show. I can already tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's done. Did that line up? That did line up. So we should be able to type in chat. Everything should be copacetic and functional. This should be great. All right. So we have shared capacity back. That is the wrong version. We'll go with the correct version. And then there we are. All right. So I can hear you. You can hear me. We can both hear each other, correct?
Sure can. Sure can.
All right. So this first video I'm going to take a look at is from a different auditor. Unless you just want to jump into yours, I kind of think yours has a similar kind of message to it. I mean, if you've got something in mind, we can go ahead and step right in there.
Either which one you want to show. I'm willing to talk about either one you want to pull up.
Hey Harry, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. We're having a complete and total disaster stream. We're probably going to have to do this again in a couple of weeks just to get it straight because I have utterly trashed out every aspect of my sound for some strange reason. I don't even know what I did wrong. Everything was working in the pre-stream, and suddenly I'm a box of rocks over here. I don't know what to tell you, but this is the way it works. I'm a little curious about why my chat isn't actually in the right spot. That's moderately disturbing. Let's start by doing this, giving it live chat, and oh, okay. Harry typed before anybody else got here, so before I even got it up, so it should be in there. Pop up, and we should see that over somewhere else over there. And it pops up saying there we go. Yeah, okay. So we're copacetic. All right. So exactly how do you go about deciding where you're going to go on a given night? Right.
On any given night, it's hop in the car and drive until I see cherries and berries is the best way to say that one. Once I see the lights, of course, it's all about hiding, identity, because it's, none of their business who I am. So after I find that, is finding a place to park to make sure, that we can walk around to where the cops, because we, auditors are usually followed around a lot, because they're wanting to find out who's there videotaping them. And, and we just can't have that happen. So on any given night, yeah, it's just basically going around finding stuff. I mean, some people use scanners, some people, they do just what I do. Once they see a situation, they stop and try to capture the situation.
Yeah. I tried it here a few times, and I'll be honest, the cops all either just wave at me or sometimes don't even acknowledge that I'm there. And frankly, that's how I would prefer it.
Of course.
Really see any reason for an officer to be interested in a civilian standing beside the road for any reason, as long as they're not doing anything particularly dangerous to the public. Why is it they're concerned? And I've never understood it. I've never understood how people can be upset that they are being recorded in a public place when there are cameras on literally every single light pole at every single crosswalk and in every single store. But you want to get upset because I'm standing here filming quietly.
Yeah. Well, they want to throw officer safety but
no, that is a complete and total red herring. They took that job voluntarily, and they knew that.
Oh, yes, of course.
So you cannot scream officer safety at me. It's more of a civilian safety question. We are the taxpayers. They are the tax paid.
Correct.
Now, I'm not trying to pull rank here or anything like that. It just has to do with rights, and the idea that cops get additional rights is bullshit. What actually happens is they get fewer rights, right?
Right. They have less rights than what we do because, they're there to perform a job, and us being just civilians, we are the ones that pay taxes to supply them, with the money so they can, go out and protect the public. And, yeah, it's like I always like to say, it's not a very great system as far as that goes. Learning where people are supposed to be and having people do what they want to do. So
how do you learn that? How do you just have to get used to the individual cops you're dealing with? Do you just like creep up on them? I mean, this video, I'm not going to show the beginning of it. If you want to see how this guy creeps up on the cops, y'all got to go check that one out. Because this man sneak up on him like Daredevil or something. He I don't know, man. You might not need to be sneaking up on people like that, but I'm just saying, like, you're out walking around in the dark, at least carry a flashlight, hang a bell around your neck or something. I mean, it's dark out there. We don't know what's out there. I'm just saying.
It crosses my mind sometimes. I wonder if I surprise them, and of course, worrying about being shot is the biggest thing, because surprise, but that's the whole thing. I want to be able to sneak up on them, and that's the reason. If you notice, most of my videos, I don't say nothing like more towards the beginning because I want to see if I can hear anything, and I try to find out for the people that are watching my channel as much as I can what's going on with that situation that I'm walking up to. And that's the reason I try to observe and listen at first. That way I can kind of, do my narrating after I kind of hear what's going on, or maybe try to figure out the situation since I'm face to face with it.
Right. That makes sense. Now imagine, and this is just me guessing because, I mean, like Harry was saying, hey, we got mandatory carry in here. He's cool. Harry was saying he lives in such a small town, it would be, cop watching would be funny. There are none, and the ones that are here all know us by name. Right. That's the same situation I'm in. I know if I don't know the cops, I know their parents.
Yeah.
So there's not really a whole lot of necessity to cop watch. I mean, you can call up his mama and be like, hey, what was he doing last night? And she'd be like, oh, howdy, child. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Just get in on the Facebook conversation and you're liable to find out more than you ever wanted to know.
Oh, of course.
chat or whatever. Just sneak in there and don't say nothing to nobody.
hmm
Um,
some of the little cities I go to, I've ran across maybe a couple of the same cops. But being in a bigger city of of course San Antonio, I would never probably even be able to meet or run across or be able to audit most of the staffing that they have at the San Antonio Police Department. So that would be almost impossible for me compared to I'm getting used to the city that I live in because I have been harassed, and they have tried to mess with me and try to get my name and figure out who I am, and they finally figured out a way to do that on me in one of my videos. But I'm not, I have nothing to really hide. I want to be able to show people what they're doing, and most of my interactions, I would have to say, from the city I live in are extremely well. That I don't, but at the same time, once they figured out who I was, then the tables kind of turned a little bit because now they know who I am. And like I said, most of the interactions are good, but still they just don't want to be recorded, for whatever reason, I don't know. But
every single cop out there, I don't care when they went to the academy, I don't care how long they've been out, I don't care what kind of training they've received. When it comes all the way down to it, they want to issue a directive before they leave. Now,
right,
this is a question that comes up in NC Tyrant Hunters videos quite often. Why do they have to issue the directive? Why do they have to give me an order before they leave? They couldn't they just be like, hey man, you're filming, how you doing? Bye.
right,
Figured that part out, at least here in Georgia.
right,
If you show up near a property and they call the cops to say, hey, there's somebody over here and I don't know what they're doing. Now, no matter what else they say, the cops are going to come by, they're going to look at you. Then
right.
they go talk to the people who made the call, right? They may come
Sometimes,
with you, they may not, however that goes. They're going to go talk to the people that made the call. After
right,
they make that contact, whatever those people say will determine how the interaction goes from there. If they walk in and the business owner's like, well, he was out there screaming and yelling and waving a gun around, that's going to be a different reaction than, oh, well, he was out there filming.
right. And it's
It's
brought up.
how honest they are.
Yeah, it's brought up in the community a lot. And there's a lot of auditors that talk to the police whenever they get there. They say, "Okay, come on, when are y'all going to catch on? Yeah, this is legal, and you should be able to tell, train, even dispatch, that once they receive a call like that, is find out more on the dispatch call. What are they doing? Are they just filming, or are they causing a scene, or are they trying to cause a ruckus, or are they literally just out there filming?" And I believe that some of the dispatchers should be trained as far as, well, if they're just out there recording, they also need to tell whoever's making the phone call that it's perfectly legal to do what we're doing. To waste funds and resources to have a cop to come out and question us what we're doing, it really is. It's ridiculous and a waste of time.
It's a total waste of time. And sometimes it's not just a waste of time, it is an exorbitant waste of time.
Yes.
You get, one person who stops doing a job that they're hired to do and comes out to come deal with someone who's doing nothing more nefarious than filming trees in the fall, or taking a picture of an especially funny looking glint on a cop car or something. The cop gets his panties in a twist.
Oh yeah, for
That's a
sure.
problem. We need backup, and 50 cops show up, and dude, that's how much wasted time, effort, resources, tax money, all that stuff. And
Tax money, definitely.
the cops want to get angry at the people that are filming, when in reality, it is the cop that called for backup who's at fault. And
Yeah.
everybody's human, and we can all overreact, and sometimes it happens. But
Yeah.
yes, Carrie is correct. Dispatchers are a major weak link. They are not actually trained to do the level of um,
Assessment that the cops do when they get
the
there.
assessment, and they don't have enough information to actually make that assessment, right? So
Correct.
you can't really fault a dispatcher for simply doing the best they can do.
Yeah, it's about training with the dispatcher and the cops that come out. It's all about training, and that's one of the biggest problems today. Is they only usually have 6 weeks of academy, and they learn some of the laws, but the biggest laws that they need to be learning is our Constitution and Bill of Rights. if everybody went home tonight, all of the civilians and all the police officers, they all went home tonight and they started learning all of our Bill of Rights, all of this stuff would stop. I can almost guarantee it.
I don't know. Actually, I have a thought about that. I really do. There are you are assuming that people do things for the best of reasons and are being honest and forthright in their initial acquisition of the job. Some people are just criminals.
Yes.
I'm not saying they were born bad. I'm not judging them based on, they simply do not view laws as something that apply to them. And I'm
Some
sure
people-
everyone has that opinion to an extent that, well, that's just a law for other people because they ain't gonna catch me doing it. Or my family, I drive better when I'm drunk. Hey, Mama Gnome,
Yeah.
how you doing today? It's good to see you. Really is. I
Yeah.
like. She's a sweet woman, man. If you haven't met Mama Gnome yet, that woman can set you. Ooh, she has friends that have friends that have friends. I like her. She's sweet too. She likes to play around and talk and chat.
Oh yeah.
She likes jokes too. I can get along with anybody that likes jokes.
Social butterfly.
I don't know how social she is as far as like in person. I don't think I've ever actually seen her like on a live, like as far as her doing her panel streams or whatnot.
Mhm.
I'm not sure I've ever actually seen her. She's always had something up, like a little, what do you call it, an avatar or something? I think.
Yeah, avatar. Yeah.
Yeah. She always has something up like that, but you know, however she wants to handle it is her channel.
Yeah.
Are we turning into a pumpkin?
Huh?
Are we turning into a pumpkin?
Pumpkin? No, never. It's Halloween time, but not that close.
All right. So at this point, we're going to step over into the actual videos I have lined up for us. I've curated a few specials. We're going to open with NC Tyrant Hunters video from actually yesterday afternoon.
Great guy.
He's the East Coast boss as far as it's either him or Sholo Yacker.
Oh yeah.
There's also Big Nick, South Florida.
Yeah,
he's big too. If you're not familiar with Big Nick, you need to check him out. He's cool. He goes hard.
Yeah.
Hey, Angela, bring us some dinner. That'll be great. Can't wait. Oh Lord, don't do that, computer. Okay, so we're gonna open at the very beginning of Jeff's video, right?
Okay.
No. Jeff does this quick little couple of scene montage at the beginning of the video that kind of encapsulates what the video is supposed to be about. But then the video goes off kilter a little bit, and we're going to skip through some of that pretty quick. But we're going to start up right here.
No,
That didn't work. Let's try it this way then. Do some of this, and then some of these things. Wrong button. I have so much stuff going on, man. It's insane. I'm over here, and we disappear that. We reappear that, and this reappears, and we can see the little screen, right? Everybody can see everything. We're good. I'm back on the right page and stuff. I'm not ending my broadcast right now. Everything is functional. And I can even see Theta Naya. Yeah, that's cool. I don't even remember that one. But everybody's welcome.
Oh yeah.
I've got so few subs that I kind of expect to recognize most people that show up. You know?
Oh yeah.
Count them all on, well, I guess I can't count them on my fingers and toes anymore.
You need quite a few people to help supply you with fingers and toes.
I guess I would. Those jokes are working, man. They're really working. They are working overtime. All right, so here we are with Jeff. He shows up on the site. There is a sign that says authorized vehicles only. He says, okay, well, I'm not a vehicle, and walks in there, films the cop cars that are around, and then some people notice him. And it pretty much jumps right into it.
Authorized police officers.
It's authorized vehicles. It didn't say nothing about personnel.
I get that.
But no, you don't, because you're trying to make me leave.
If you don't mind, though.
I do mind, actually.
Well, then you do have to go.
No, I don't.
That is exactly why I love Jeff. That reaction he just had there of "you've got to go," and his response was, "No, I don't."
No, yeah.
That's just cop stuff. That's y'all.
It's priceless. those directives. You know, they just think that they can go around telling people where to do, where to stand, how to eat, how to talk.
But why? What do you remember the one a few months back where the guy was eating a bagel and they were like, "You can't eat on the platform, you have to leave with that," and he's like standing there with the last bite.
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah, he ends up getting arrested, if I'm not mistaken, in that video.
And he got jacked and arrested, and they threw away his other bagel.
Yeah.
That was
wasting more money.
All right, so that was the way that video started. He pretty much walks in the door from the word jump, right out the gate, and they immediately climb right in his butthole and try to set up camp. They're going to tell him what's going on. They're going to tell him how it's working. They're going to tell him where he can be and how he can be there, if he can be there, and in what capacity. But as you can see, Jeff doesn't care. Jeff literally wanders around this parking lot like he owns it.
Yeah, he's a seasoned, very, very, very seasoned auditor.
He has a nerve of steel, man. Even when he gets a little worked up, he's still very composed. Yeah, the art of composure. They just got it. You'll hear it in his voice. He'll get wound up to a point, and then
just recording, man. It's a beautiful day of recording.
Okay. Well, you know this is a secure area, only authorized personnel only.
No, sir.
Yeah, there's a sign right there.
There's a sign that says authorized vehicles only, not personnel.
Well, it's authorized personnel only.
No, it ain't. If it was, it'd be a sign up.
No.
If you don't mind,
I do mind, actually.
Well, then you do have to go.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
This is an area authorized police officers.
It's authorized vehicles. It didn't say nothing about personnel.
I get that.
But no, you don't, because you're trying to make me leave.
I'm telling you.
You telling me to leave?
Yes.
Is that a lawful command here? Is that I mean, really?
It is back here because this is an area that's for police officers
Then
only.
it
There's
should
public
have been.
areas up there. If you want to go out there, up on the street, that's cool. We'll be glad to let you do that.
No, yeah, well, you couldn't stop me from doing it, actually.
No, not at all, because it's a public area.
Well, this is public too, or you'd have.
You just saw how that just swung 180 degrees in a single statement.
Oh yeah, they're going to try it first. They will try to see if they can push you first.
You can't do this. You can't. Oh, no, I can do this. It's fine. Yeah, you're right. You can do this as a public area. Where? How does this phrase right here turn into yeah, sure?
At all, because it's a public area.
Well, this is public too, or you'd have. You don't, because you're trying to make me leave.
I'm telling you.
You telling me to leave?
Yes.
Is that a lawful command here? Is that I mean, really?
It is.
It is back here because this is an area that's for police officers
Then
only.
it
There's
should
public
have been
areas up there. If you want to go out there, up on the street, that's cool. We'll be glad to let you do that.
No, yeah, well, you couldn't stop me from doing it, actually.
No, not at all, because it's a public area.
Well, this is public too, or you'd have it marked that no, this is private access.
I understand what you're doing, the semantics and all.
No, there's no semantics about it, dude. I'm just telling you law. That's law. You should know law.
There's really no level of semantics to that. It either is or is not. There's no middle ground to it.
I can tell you. I could tell you what that is right there. They try, like I said earlier, they try to push, but once they realize you know the law, they have no choice but to backtrack from what their previous statement was.
All right. So they fuss at him for a few minutes. And when I say fuss, I mean they kind of follow him around and sort of loosely, sort of crowdingly harass him in a very non-harassing way. Right. I don't imagine it made Jeff all that very nervous. But me watching him, I was like, man, they fixing to go in there. They're going to call some buddies and come back work him over real good, right?
Oh, yeah.
He actually ends up, this is absolutely amazing to me. This whole scene from right about here.
You guys have a good day. I'm not getting off, but it might kick me off, so.
Right.
Yes,
so he walks around for a minute, live stream. When he walked inside to go check out the lobby, as it does with an awful lot of different,
y'all still with me, guys?
Different
police
stations.
It cut me out in there, and they know it, man. It was just smiling
station,
at the window.
Almost inevitably, you will lose contact with your phone. Your phone will immediately go out of service. I don't know whether it's something they're jamming the place with, or they got some kind of Faraday cage going on, or what's going on.
It makes you wonder.
I see it happen so much on streams that it actually makes me wonder what that is about. Because as I understand it, it is against the law to interfere with cellular or radio signals being broadcast publicly.
Correct.
So any attempt to stop you from being able to use your cell phone inside a building just because they don't want it filmed is completely felonious. As far as I've been able to determine, it's some BBC or broadcasting thing that I read about back in many moons ago, but it has to do with like ham signals and Wi-Fi and other publicly accessible sources that
Right.
you just can't, when you get one of those UL tags, right? And
Mhm.
it says on it that it has to accept all interference from both domestic and foreign sources or something like that. That's what they're talking about.
Right.
Now, that interference is not allowed to blanket wipe out a channel. And if they're
No.
Faraday caging their lobbies, there is a lawsuit for somebody right there if that's what's going on, because that would be basically hiding what you're doing in there, because it's perfectly legal to film there, but you've set it up so that you can't.
Right. Because our tax dollars pay for the police stations.
Yeah,
So
that's a no. That's a no.
mhm.
All right. So Jeff goes in, he talks to him for a minute. He's fixing to walk back out when somebody comes to talk
They
to
know
him.
it does that
Right? He gets flagged down by somebody.
Hey, man,
for hanging out.
it's hot out.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. See that?
Jeff's a big boy.
Why ain't you do that to start with, man? Come on.
Big old healthy
All you had to do
man.
is be nice.
And it ain't exactly
Yeah, well,
cool in the South.
I understand. Check it out, baby. I'm good with that. But don't try to push me out when it.
Like I said, there's more water in your bathroom.
Wow, did y'all see that?
That's pretty cool though.
He actually come out. See, now I can't put him on blast because,
Here, let me do that.
well, I'm going to do it anyway.
So dude comes out, offers Jeff some water. He wasn't bad. I mean, but he did kind of seem like he had a little something more he wanted to say when he came out. Like, here, take the water,
Yeah.
as if it was an order that you're going to take this water. But I don't know. Maybe I'm reading a little bit into that. What do you think?
I think more or less, like I said, it had already been detected that this guy knows what he's talking about and it's not going to be pushed around.
Right.
At that point, I believe that it's more or less, we just got to bow down to him and just let him do what he's got to do and let him get out of here so they could proceed doing whatever they were going to do after or before he had gotten there in the first place. Basically, I mean, that's the way I feel about that situation. It's like I said, once they realize you know your rights, they backtrack. They're not gonna continue to try to push because there's been several of my videos, especially one of my main videos. Once that cop realized who he had pulled over and the questioning and the line of questioning that I was giving him, if you watch, he tried to get away from my truck several times. He didn't want to have nothing to do with me at all, because he knew that he had somebody that was, going to get him and question him and find out why he's doing what he's doing.
Is that you beeping, or is that my camera saying it's going to die?
No, that's me beeping.
Good, because it should have another 46 minutes. All right, super duper. So Jeff hangs around out here. He pokes around at these folks for a few minutes, and then something that I find that I personally don't see being that terribly unusual takes place, because I do live in a small town. But anybody in a city of more than 60 or 70,000 people would recognize this as being a finding a pearl in the desert, a rarity at best.
I want to introduce myself.
Yeah? Who what'd you call me?
Yeah, I'm Earl Fitz. I'm the chief here.
Earl. Hey, Chief. Hey, what's up, baby? All right, man.
Would you like to come in and see the secure part of the building? You're welcome to.
Now that's
go on
cool.
tour.
Yeah, I might take you up on that. I got a sign off right quick.
That's super cool.
I got to sign off because it don't work in there. So,
Well, you're more than welcome.
yep. No, I'm gonna come with you.
You can be as
I'm
welcome
gonna check
as you
you
want to
out.
be to
Yeah,
come
man.
in, but if it doesn't work, there's really no.
How about that, guys? The chief wants to give me a tour, and I'm gonna take him up on that. So you never know. That's why you don't go in, all hollering and cussing and stuff. Because I mean, like I said, they people too. I mean, I do holler and cuss at them some, but if they're nice to me, I'm nice to them. And that was the chief of police. I mean, you can't get no better than that, guys. To get a tour of the facility. Hopefully, he don't leave me back there though.
I'm not 100% sure exactly how I would rate that though. because the initial encounter was definitely a 1, 2, or 3. It was not a very good initial encounter.
There's definitely education there. The simple education there is the script got flipped. They went from get out of here to come in.
Right.
I mean,
well, that's the chief. That's the chief's job. That's his whole purpose in the department, is to educate his people so they understand what they're doing and what they're supposed to be doing. You know?
We don't know what was going on behind those closed doors. You know, the other officers could have went back inside and explained what was going on. And then he's like, oh no, we just got hit by an auditor.
I have a theory that behind them closed doors, now, I don't know exactly where Jeff's at here. I can't remember where he said it was at. I don't see a Pinehurst. He was in Pinehurst. And I'll give you a diddly-do to a damned if I know that Pinehurst is relatively local to Jeff. And that these people, if they don't recognize him outright, recognize him as an auditor. And once they realized they were dealing with somebody that they probably have subscribed and were watching in the office, you know, there's only 2 ways to handle that. You either close them out or you invite them in.
Right.
The cameras don't get closed out real. It's not pretty to close out a camera. Close out somebody with a camera, everybody sees you close them out.
Yeah.
You invite someone with a camera in, and nobody really wants to watch you walk around a boring police station.
You don't think they could have been trying to make themselves look better, though, do you?
Yes.
See that? I mean,
yes, of course. Of course. I don't blame them for that. They changed their story the very second they realized they were dealing with somebody who not only knew his rights and knew where he could be and not be, but he knew that he would take it the next step if it went there.
Right.
There can be no complaints if the officers in question don't do the things they're not supposed to do. You cannot complain about it.
Right, of course.
As long as they're doing what they're supposed to do, everybody's copacetic. And that goes pretty much how you would expect. He goes straight back into the whole, oh wow, I didn't think about it. I was going to try to bring this video up while you were on screen to watch this one, but I'm going to have to make my screen big so it can be seen. So I'll let you talk over it and just give the whole spiel on it. You'll hear what he's got going on. Basically, he creeped up on a cop. He snuck up on them, and they were doing a stop that I'm not sure exactly how legitimate the stop was. Do you know? Did you get that?
As far as I don't know exactly what they were pulled over for, but they ended up taking one of the girls that were in the car because she was a minor. It was out. I do most of my auditing super late at night, so it was after midnight. So they ended up taking the young lady home, and they released the other 3 gentlemen into the car, and then they were able to leave. I don't know if there was any tickets issued or anything like that. I had a quick conversation with them there at the end, but as far as that goes, why they were pulled over exactly, I'm not exactly sure.
I missed somebody walking in a second ago. I didn't notice them. Faye Kenma, aka his wife, showed up. Rachel was here. We've got Theta Naya, Andrea Jean, Yaroslav Act Mandatory Carry, Mama Gnome, and Harry Nuts.
Harry Nuts.
I almost don't even want to admit he's here.
Harry Nuts. I've seen his videos. I've seen him. That's when I seen him. He's did a barbecue. He was
some of his comments are absolutely great, dude. Like I go looking for him in the comments to see what he said because I'm like that. I'm one of those.
He's pretty cool. I've seen a few of his videos too, for sure. So he knows Acura, Amanda, and Amy. So he knows quite a few of them. But yeah, I don't know what I walked up to. We don't ever know what we're walking up to when we approach these scenes. Apparently nothing was hostile. I believe I caught the interaction. I would say probably about 3/4 of the way done. Whatever happened before that, I don't know. But it's clearly a video that it's not necessarily that the cops, sometimes I don't have bad interactions with the cops. But, at this point, it just shows that our younger generation doesn't know, what their rights are. And, I didn't, I expect an interaction from the cops, not necessarily the people that they pull over. And in this case, it was the juveniles in the car are the ones that wanted to get hostile and tell me that what I was doing isn't right. And he decided to give me the bird a few times. And, I'm not going to hold that against him because if you don't know, you don't know. And that's the reason, you know, my whole purpose of my, you know, channel is about education. And I want people to be able to learn, you know, what you can and can't do, what you don't have to. This situation was definitely one of those ones that it was backwards from where I wanted it to be. It ended up being the citizens that attacked me and not the police.
Yeah, no, he gets kind of miffed. He gets a little miffed by that situation. And we've got Untethered Live in the chat. He's my previous guest. He came in, I think, my last show. And also, apparently, my daughter has showed up, which is suddenly making the world a more embarrassing place, I suppose.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm actually amazed. We got several folks here. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. I couldn't be happier. But we're gonna fire this up. I'm gonna let you chat over it however you wish. I'll turn it down a little bit once it, you know, because it does get a hair loud for a second. So, dude, notice
Thank you. Have
filming,
a nice day.
right?
Yeah, earlier before that, he had already given us the finger once.
Yeah, you really see it because of the cherries and berries, the way they're spreading out.
Right.
They flare out so bad. There's got to be a filter to reduce that. There's got to be something out there somewhere.
For sure.
So you opened by basically would you say hi to the cops? They ignored you. You said hi to him. He flipped you off. Then they talked to him for a second, and on his way back over, he flipped you off again. Now,
Right.
do you blame him?
I don't blame him because
Right.
Right. Well, I mean, they don't teach in school. You know, back in the day, they used to teach the Constitution to kids and, you know, somewhat other human rights. They don't teach that stuff no more. They're taking, you know, I've heard San Joaquin several times saying that, you know, the Constitution's written in cursive and they don't even teach cursive anymore. What are they trying to do? Make us where we can't read our own constitutions anymore?
That is a point. I had not thought about that. You are correct.
Yeah, they don't teach it in school no more. You know, cursive is a thing of the past. And these kids, I will never hold nothing against any of these, you know, civilians on doing what they're doing, because if they don't know, I can't necessarily hold that against them. And but what I can do is educate them.
I have an opinion when it comes to ignorance. There is nothing wrong with being ignorant. There is a problem with being willfully ignorant. If you are doing something inappropriate and you are ignorant of that fact and you find out it's inappropriate yet continue doing it, that is willful ignorance. You pretend like you don't know any better.
Right.
An issue with that. I don't have a problem. If you didn't know, you just didn't know. Now you know. Don't do it.
Right.
No. But if you knew for a fact that this is inappropriate and then you pretended as if you didn't, or you simply forgot or didn't pay no attention or whatever, that's a different story. Just like Jeff was saying with the sign. He's not a car.
Right.
Right?
It's got to be worded. It's on how everything is worded. There's gray areas in every situation. You've got to look through that gray area to find out what's wrong, what's right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it comes down to officer discretion and also your own discretion and how you approach the situation.
Correct.
I mean, I imagine if you had walked up with a stick swinging it around your head, you'd probably got a different response.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Have you ever seen people get beat up by the cops before? And if people were not recording those situations, what would happen to those people? They would have never been able to take care of what they needed to take care of. Like I said, I'm not here for y'all. I'm here for them. You got to understand that you got to learn your rights, bro. If you don't learn your rights, then no, we're not there for their safety. For y'all's safety, yes, sir. That's why I said you got to learn your rights, bro. You're allowed to record anything you can out in public, and we need to keep everybody accountable. It's called transparency, sir. It's all right.
So that pulled a complete 180.
Oh, yeah. Compared to what I thought it was going to go, for sure.
Well, I mean, compared to how that man started off, seeing you, like, are you here to protect the cops? What do they need protection from?
Yeah, they got the guns.
But beyond that, they also have qualified immunity and they have all of the wonderful equipment.
Oh, yeah.
Nice cars. Every one of them got a laptop hooked up to Master Google to come tell them exactly what they're supposed to be thinking. They ain't got no need to need protection.
Right.
They need protection from dirty cops. That's what they need protection from. because
Yeah.
that's what's going to get people like really twisted up about the whole situation is
Yeah.
when cops go off the reservation, it's serious.
Yeah. Bad cops are what get good cops killed and hurt.
Amen. All right. I think we've been about serious enough. We've actually gone 38 minutes on those 2 videos alone. I'm actually relatively impressed with that. I'm actually quite amazed. That's I wasn't expecting it to take that long. Now we get to the fun part of the show.
Oh yeah.
This is the part Mama Gnome shows up for. She really likes the different doohickeys and things that I go curate.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Hey, don't run from the Lord. Where are you going?
It's not doing it, is it?
Excuse
No.
me, sir.
I will fix that. Almost immediately. Or sooner if possible. As the one catch with all of this is the different windows don't necessarily click in like they're supposed to the way I have it showed up. So like if you've got one up, the other one might not actually go. There we go. The first time you do it. I'm gonna set up a live stream with you and I'm gonna show you how to do some of this stuff so that you can set up your own little cop watch show that you can curate your own videos with. That's probably the most fun part of all of this, being able to talk to my guests, show my silly little videos that have no bearing on the universe whatsoever. You get to highlight your channel. I get to meet a channel creator that I wanted to meet, and we get to have a show. You get to have an episode, and I get to meet somebody else next week.
Of course.
Great. I enjoy the living hell out of it myself.
Oh man, and you've been great, dude. Man, for real. I've been enjoying the time that we have been, spending, being able to talk.
I'm a total asshat, but I can occasionally get something right. And when it happens, it's usually real cool. You remember what I said about not ever learning anything from doing something right?
Yeah.
All right. You post a video and you get 2 million views, and you go post a virtually identical video and you get 2 views.
Yeah.
So I post a joke and I got 3K views. I post another joke, I got 3 views. I was like, what?
Yeah.
But okay, whatever.
It makes you wonder. It's like what happened. Yeah.
What exactly was the deal? Okay,
Yeah.
Mama, we're gonna go with it for you.
Excuse me. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Hey, don't run from the Lord.
It's amazing. That is amazing. That right there. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's just glorious, isn't it?
Oh man, that is beautiful.
He's so cute. He's so cute.
Excuse me. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Hey, don't run from the Lord.
You know, I would have been chasing him, telling him that I'm trying to get in touch with him about his extended car insurance. That would have been my joke.
Kidding me? Who said that you're allowed to be this
Looky there,
freaking cute? You kidding me?
baby.
Who said?
I'm going to break people with cute later. Oh, by the way, I meant to tell everybody at the beginning of the show, there's a scary clown, and there will be every show. There will be at least one scary clown in every show. I'm trying to find my voodoo witches, but they really like their TikTok music, and those things get copyrighted right out the gate.
I like that last one that you did with William Shatner, shall I say? That was beautiful. Now, if that was a real reaction, I don't know, but that was still beautiful.
All right, I like bears. They're all pretty. That was a spectacled bear. We have this guy here. I'm not sure what his deal is. That dude, that looks like a dude in a costume. That last one. And there's this guy.
It kind of does, but if it is, that's a mighty good costume.
It's that bear. But then you have this scene that looks like a guy in a costume. That last one right there.
Yeah.
Me, for all the world.
Yeah.
Not him. This one. That one. When that bear is standing like that, he looks like some dude in a costume to me so hard.
Yeah.
So absolutely. I mean, he if he was holding a glass and a cane, he couldn't look any more like a person.
Correct.
It's just glorious.
It does, though. It really does. But, I wouldn't think, still a wild animal. I don't think I could ever get that close. That's just too scary for me.
So tell me something. Sitting in school one afternoon when the teacher asked what comes before 47, And the quiet kid grabs his book bag and says, AK.
What comes before 47?
They were not slipping. You might get somebody else in that room, but it won't be them four guys. They go clean out before it becomes a problem.
Oh yeah. That was a good one too, man. That was a good one.
Oh, I got a bunch of cutesy ones, and there's a couple of them that just got in because they're just that cool. There's also one real man video. A real man, and how real men handle things. And fake him, don't take too much of this to heart. I'm just an asshole on the internet. For real though.
A funny asshole.
I don't know. Some people say I'm funny. Some people say I'm just a total asshat.
I'll put it in the mix machine and say you're both.
Hey, Casey, how you doing? Yeah, she agrees. I'm a total asshat. She knows it all the way. So, sometimes cute's just too cute. But what if it's cute enough to kill you? How about
that? It's no good.
I had to mute these because they have music in the background. I'm trying to slip one past the copyright, but I ain't really holding my breath too hard. Watch, if you think he's slick, you can just wax that cat, man. Gotcha.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Oh man, some dogs are just way too smart for their freaking business. They just have no business being that intelligent, right?
Oh yeah.
These next couple have a little bit of a wider framework. I wonder how bad it's going to be. They can't read the chat. It's going to be a conundrum. That's the 30-minute bell, I guess.
Oh, that's my regulator.
Regulators!
Mount it. Oh, speaking about mounting, I think he just mounted himself.
Right.
Between the legs.
This kid goes down pretty hard. It snuck in there because ow.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! You pick up the phone, bro. Pick up the phone. Please drop the phone.
Poor guy.
Drop the phone.
Guy, girl, them, they, whatever they want to be called. Yeah, right. Ouch. Like he impacted the ground. There was a little in there that you could hear when his head hit the floor on the other side over there. And it got echoed through the store. He's over there trying to play it cool.
Let me see that.
We all know that he's okay, so it's all right to laugh at him.
Oh yeah.
Problem.
Yeah, that didn't feel good. That hurt me just watching it. So
now this is one of them older videos, been floating around for a while, but it's just cute as a button, and I figure just about every live streamer does this video at some point in time or another, probably because it doesn't have any music in it. But
Sam, what you doing? You got a hot dog, buddy? Sam.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
The question is, where did he get that from?
I don't know. It's been on TikTok for a while. It's been up for, I don't know, a couple of months. I've come across it a few times, and I don't know why I haven't put it in a show before this, but it's just one of those things, it's cute.
Yeah.
Up, I put it in there.
Yeah.
All right, now everybody knows where this is fixing to go. I'm going to give them a big view of it because this is fixing to get good. Bam! The little munchkin cats are so cute. They're ridiculously cute. Absolutely ridiculous, man. You see him running the laser up to the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animals love those things, man.
Oh, dude, I have a 100-pound mastiff that will chase that thing around on the floor for 2 hours straight until he gets tired and just lays there and bites at it on the floor. Is just like,
Looking at it. I
But
can't
yes.
get it. I can't get it. I can't get it. I can't get it.
Not much else you could do with it.
Mm.
All right. This is another one of them that's doesn't have any sound. You're good, Carrie. Whatever you got to do, brother. If you've got to check out and go do some stuff, you check out and go do some stuff. Anytime you feel you need to, ain't even a big deal. Since there's music in the
We
background.
appreciate y'all watching. We appreciate y'all watching for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There you go. There's my thing. There's my
Ow,
thing.
ow.
All right. So basically, we just got this pretty snow leopard who found out that they literally just left from installing his camera. He just put in a new camera. He looks up, the light's on. He starts doing this. I don't know why, but God, that's so cute to me. I mean, he just what are you going to do about it?
Want to play?
He wants to do something.
Yeah.
He clearly is aware that things happen once the camera comes on, obviously. I bet you that's my copyright coming right there. All right, have you watched Squid Game on Netflix yet?
No, I have not.
All right, well then you wouldn't get that at all. It's a bunch of childhood games playing to the death. So like red light, green light, or any of your other ones that you can think, Cat's Cradle. If you lose, you die. What's the one where you trade out the marbles? You got to like play marbles, or you can do bets for numbers of marbles or whatever. There's I guess there's about 10 games, 12 games they play in the series.
Mm-hmm.
The honey cookie one, it's what is it? What's it called, girl? I know you know what it's called. What's that game called? Gotta tell me. Anyway, basically they get a shape in a cookie, and it's a type of sugar cookie, and it's got the shape cooked into it, but it's solid. And if you break the shape in the cookie, you lose, and they cap you.
Wow.
And if you lose, you're dead.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm not real happy.
I don't think I've ever even heard of it. I don't think.
The cinematography in that series is fantastic. It's some of the best cinematography I've seen in a movie since like Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful. Every single frame in that show is a picture. Is it
Mhm.
called Patty Cake? Yeah, it's called Patty Cake.
Okay.
That's what it's called. But you got to get the little shapes. You got a little shape drawn into it. You're supposed to cut that out and get the shape out without breaking the shape, and have the cookie separate from the shape so that you can show the shape to them. And the second it breaks, before you even realize you screwed up, you catch a bullet.
Yeah. I understand yeah. I've
I'm not explaining.
That's a new one on me. That's a new one on me.
My daughter's over here freaking out because she hadn't watched it yet. Thinks I'm blowing the plot. I'm not jamming it up on you, baby. It's okay. All right. Okay. All right. So this guy, Mr. What is it? Scott's Reality. He has a TikTok, and I think he has a YouTube, which is a little bit different. But pretty much, people send him suggestions of things that he can fry, and he's done all kinds of crazy stuff: broccoli, carrots, all sorts of stuff. And today, he's going to fry something up for us. This is another one of those muted ones because of the music. Oh, a whole turducken? What is that thing? Is that a chicken or a duck? That is
chicken.
Definitely a chicken.
Yeah, chicken.
And apparently he enjoys his job.
Oh yeah.
Little Uzi.
Now, how cute you reckon this one's going to get? Cancer's level of cute?
For you,
I would say
a Rob Zombie poster. Zombie poster.
That's a cute picture. That's a cute picture.
The level of cuteness is toxic.
Oh yeah.
You know, the really dangerous part of all this is the TikToks that are between these. You know, the direct eye cancer and brain worms that you catch from social media. Oh, some of them are horrible, dude.
Cheese him.
It just don't even make sense.
Wait, hold up. What's that? That look is priceless, man.
It is pretty
Yeah,
priceless.
I just want to let you know that I
All
heard
right.
that you've been.
I don't know if you've heard this particular spiel, but I don't really remember where the original, yeah, Untethered's right. Eye cancer straight from the web, just beamed into your eyeballs. So I go in and I get all the eye cancer so y'all can watch cute videos. But yeah, little people are almost always funny, especially if they're trying to be funny.
Oh yeah.
I want to let you know that I heard that you've been talking some smack, and I just want you to know that I've been taking Taekwondo lessons in the back of the Walmart Supercenter. So if you don't want to get hurt, then you better stop.
And I figured she wouldn't have put it up except she wanted us to laugh at it, right?
Yeah.
We're supposed to laugh at it, so this isn't wrong. I shouldn't like bless her heart or anything. Oh, bless your heart.
No, that's a purpose. She did. Yeah, that's good, man. That's
Yeah,
good.
she did it on purpose, and that was pretty cool too. It was pretty funny. I liked it.
I showed my puppy a pumpkin, and this happened.
Oh Lord!
Figured out that it's food.
That is just glorious.
I could bribe them to get out of the pumpkin.
He fit right on in there too, man.
Lord. Yeah, no, I was amazed. It's like having a cat in a jar.
Yeah.
I want that look right at the end. That one right there.
The pumpkin.
That's my thumbnail.
Oh, that's priceless, man.
It's either going to be this or the clown. I'm gonna have to stay live until I get to the clown.
Yeah.
You feed them, you raise them, you send them to school, and they're still fucking stupid. To school, and they're still fucking stupid.
You've never had livestock.
Oh shit! Wow.
You can't
talking about fitting right on in there. Wow.
I mean, how dumb do you have to be to drown in your own food?
Oh.
Oh my God, cows are great. I love them. They're great. No, Ivy, no one's targeting you, honey.
I just drove down this highway going super fast, and this lizard hung on the whole way. Look at him. That's the image of a man that's seen God. Drove down this highway going super fast, and this lizard hung on the way. That's the look of a man that's seen God.
He acts like he's still moving.
He's totally crazy.
Have we stopped yet?
Is it over? His eyes dried out 20 minutes ago.
His mouth too. He can't even shut his mouth. He's like, oh, water. Oh, wow.
Did he really spit in his eye? I gotta see that. Hold up.
I just drove down.
Mandatory messing with me. Why you messing with me? Oh, picking on. Sometimes you're just chilling, and then other people chilling harder than you're chilling. Right? We got some little puppy dog ride shotgun.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how little that puppy dog is.
Oh yeah.
He looks pretty healthy to me.
I don't think I'd take up that much space.
Hey man,
that's a big dog, dude. That's a
my
big
moose
dog.
won't even get in a car without being literally shoved. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Carrie. I got you. That's the look of a man who's seen the face of God and spit in his eye. He was just staring that dude down like you ain't shit.
Did he spit or throw up?
He didn't do none of that. He was just talking about like the utter lack of opinion in that lizard's face.
Yeah.
I mean, that lizard's seen it, dude. I done seen some things. For real though.
That's good. That's good.
Oh Lord.
Are you the Lion King? Yeah. Are you the Lion King? Yeah.
It's the tiniest little squeak.
Yeah. Are you the Lion King?
How cute can you get from inducing toxic cancer? Yeah, this is another one of those that had music, so it had to be thinned out a little bit. But he is an adorably evil-looking cat.
Adorable.
He's
Evil.
cute.
Adorably evil?
I think he's a munchkin kitty too, ain't he? Like little short legs.
Yeah. A little overweight.
Yeah, you pet your cat enough, that happens.
Oh, yeah.
That was not an innuendo, YouTube. At all. Petting a kitty cat. Things humans would never intend to say. At all. How fast turtles can run, right?
Oh, quick.
Don't expect it.
But everybody knows what he's doing right there.
That might have been a little bit of turtle prawn.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it shoe prawn? I don't know. Turtles, shoes, turtles.
Yeah.
One or the other. I'm sure somebody will somewhere.
Fucking shit. Ma! Ma, come outside. There's a fucking moose or a buffalo or some shit. Fucking shit.
That is a pretty dog. That is a really pretty boy there.
Oh, yeah. They're my favorite dogs, man.
That is an absolute beauty.
They're my favorite dogs, man. Still to this day.
Ma, come outside. There's a fucking moose or a buffalo or some shit.
Isn't that the same guy who had the cat that looked like grandma or something? Sounds like the same dude from a different video. He's like, Ma, come out. There's a cat out there. Looks like grandma, the fucking thing. He tickles me. I'm gonna look that one up. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna use it for like a like donation or something for pop up because that thing is hilarious. And the cat is god awful ugly. He's so ugly, he's cute.
Yeah.
Your brother punched you because you bit him in the neck. Your brother punched you because you bit him in the neck. That's not nice. You kind of deserved it.
I kind of get this cat just does not care at all.
He's paying attention though.
Well, you seem to certainly have his attention.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
So,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What kind of shark this
Are you
is.
kidding me? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What kind of shark is that?
It looks like a great white.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
It looks like a great white.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's exactly what it is. That's the way I've been trying to set this thing up the whole time, and it just happened. I clicked
Oh my
exactly
God.
the same button, and it went into the right format.
Maybe computer's running slow.
Fits all day.
Yeah.
Just giving me fits. Whoa. It's not exactly a cute video, but everybody needs to know what a great white looks like, so you don't go swimming in the wrong locations.
Oh no. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Nice boat. Do you want it back? Yes, please.
You look like a nice boy. I bet you have a lot of friends.
3. My brother's my bestest.
Where's he?
In bed, sick.
I hope my brother's not watching. He hates clowns. kind of hope my brother is watching. He hates
We're not
clowns.
supposed to take stuff from strangers.
Oh, dancing clown. Pennywise. Yes, meet Georgie. Georgie, meet Pennywise. Now we aren't strangers.
Now I've seen a few of this chick's other TikToks,
Hiya, Georgie.
and while she doesn't look especially attractive in this getup, she is one of those super thotties that you hear about out there somewhere. I don't even know which one it is. Yeah, she's the one that got famous doing a Khaleesi lookalike. That was her big famous TikTok, was when she did like Khaleesi. This is back when Game of Thrones was coming out.
So she does more videos than that one then.
Yeah, no, she's got a bunch of different weird makeup videos where she's dressed up as something or another. She does like different types of cosplay type stuff like that, you know, where she does a dead ringer. I think she also does a spot on. Is it who played Black Widow? What was that chick's name?
Oh, and I
anyway.
watch all those. I love all the Avengers.
She does a spot on Black Widow that you could set right next to the chick that actually plays her, and you might not be able to tell which one's which. Same height, same build, same color, same everything. Like, it's absolutely amazing how well she does.
Yeah.
I would say mentally, I am not well. Physically, also no. Spiritually,
no.
I would say mentally, I am not well. Physically, also.
Okay. All right.
That don't look right. That don't look right.
Is that a Starbucks cake pop? Cake pop. Boop, boop.
Excuse me? I was just that was just cute enough to stuff in there. I probably got another half dozen of these things. I wanted to make sure I had enough of them to make it at least the hour.
Hang on. What's it holding? Is it holding a bud?
Actually, I think it's a little hamster munchie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wondering, it do look a lot like some of that gangsta.
Yeah, it looks like he's protecting it. He's protecting that. Look at him like,
yeah, that's good looking out. That's good spot in there. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Well, you know, he's going to be set for the next few minutes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And then there's these guys. I mean, I don't even think I have to say anything about these guys. These guys are
small.
They're so tiny.
They're small.
When I first saw it, I thought that was like a Photoshop shoe. I thought it was like a giant shoe or maybe a box that they had Photoshopped around it or something. No, those puppies are tiny. They're little bitty boogers. There's a few other videos of them out there. And
Do you know what breed those are?
They're teacup Pomeranians, I think.
Teacup Pomeranians. Man, they're adorable.
Mini Pomeranian. I don't know if they're actually called teacups or micros or something like that.
Yeah.
They're so cute. I'm not going to be able to look at a cute video for 2 weeks after this. Now, I'm not exactly sure who set these up.
You're coming home with me.
No shit.
His response to that is great.
Somebody is hilarious. Somebody has a sense of humor that won't stop.
Fired is what happened. They're coming to get you.
Oh, I've never. Not on that.
In here.
Oh,
because I'm right next to the police department. Anytime anybody calls the police, bam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and if you get a chinchilla wet, if you try to wash a chinchilla, they'll die from mold exposure. They're their skin will break out in something like a psoriatic psoriasis.
Psoriasis?
Yeah, but it's like mold induced, not induced by like a normal skin condition that chinchillas have. When you wash chinchillas, you have to wash them, get this, in sand of a certain type. And it must be dry sand. And you can't even put like a bucket of water in there for them to eat and drink because you have to do it with a sponge so they don't get their fur wet.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Their hairs are packed together so tightly that no ventilation takes place against their skin.
Yeah. So if it does get wet, it gets in there and rots, basically.
Basically, yeah, it just sets up shop, grows fungus and bacteria and other stuff, molds specifically. But you'll know a sick chinchilla by the smell. Will have a slightly musty, kind of like a closet type smell.
Yeah.
Chinchillas, otherwise, they have sort of a meaty kind of smell, like a ferret or any other type of rodent like that.
Yeah. Muskrats.
Muskrats, yeah. Well, they're really musty.
Yeah.
Muskrats got a heavy scent to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the strongest ones.
Here's our voodoo witch. We have found her, but I'm not sure how much of a voodoo witch she might be.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out. What do you reckon? She's spinning her head around? No, it's just cuts and edits, jump cuts, and voodoo. That is voodoo.
Yeah.
That's voodoo. That is voodoo. I'm sorry. Like anybody that can change this, right? She's not a bad looking girl. I'm not saying anything negative about the lady. Quite an attractive, fetching young lady.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Did I say anything about that one? I don't think I even need to explain
That's it. It's
voodoo.
Voodoo. It's makeup.
Voodoo.
Yeah.
Voodoo. Telling you, she's casting spells on you, man. She's doing it right now, and you don't even know it.
Voodoo. Yeah, I think she made me fall in love with her.
I mean, how is that even cute? It's somehow extremely fetching, yet when you back up a hair, that is also not an unattractive person, but it's differently attractive, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I saw that and I thought that's absolute magic. That's got to be some kind of sorcery.
If you break the cookie, she can't speak to you for a week.
Did you hear the stipulation?
If you did something about a cookie.
All right, you can read it right there. If you break the cookie, she cannot speak to you for a week.
If you break the cookie, she can't speak to you for a week.
I do believe my man just said hush.
Hush.
Why you talking so much?
It's a good thing at that point for him.
Peace and quiet. If you break the cookie, she can't speak to you for a week. Peace and quiet. If you
Mm-hmm. That was plotted.
More bears. More bears. That's a chubby boy. He is a chunky boy. He ain't missing no meals. There's another bear. There's two more bears. Now, I put this in here not just because there are animals in it. There's a reason behind it. You see, what the hell is this man doing hand feeding bears? Is he Russian? I don't know where he's at. His name is Bear Man, Dan Oswald.
Yeah.
Why are you hand feeding bears? This is the question I'm asking.
It was like that. It was like that girl earlier with the bear. I mean, just wow. They've got to be close contact, like constant, to be able to get that close without aggression.
It's like Untethered Live says. That lion, that tiger, that bear, they are not your friend.
No. That's why I was saying earlier, they're wild animals. You just know.
And I mean, it's like having a raccoon. They're perfectly fine up to about 6 months, and then they turn into something akin to the Tasmanian devil with an attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to pay attention. You're gonna miss it if you don't.
Fuck!
Did you catch it?
How fast was he doing? 200?
My man here is doing like 90 something, right?
Yeah.
Cruising along, and that guy, I wouldn't even 210, 245,
Oh,
something.
how do you see anything coming at you at that fast? Like if there's a car in front of you that stopped, you're dead. You're
How would
dead.
you tell the difference between a car that stopped and one that's running through the top? How would you have any clue?
Wow.
How in the
Wow.
world? I mean, the tunnel vision at that speed has got to be freaking amazing.
Man, I drive bikes and never I will ever go. No. Oh wow.
Yeah, I saw that one. I saw the documentary. I can't remember the name of it, but this guy went to, I think it was Alaska, and he had been going up there every summer or so, and hanging out with the bears in this particular area in Alaska. And the last time they went up there, he took his wife with him. Imagine my shock, as Carrie puts it, when they both got eaten.
Yeah.
You don't say. A carnivore ate you. I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's like film all the way up until like the day before they died.
Yeah.
Got almost all of that on film. You're almost, dude. I know this has gone a little bit long. You want to call it into it, or are you good?
We can do whatever. I enjoy. I watch videos. If I'm not on here with you, then I'm on YouTube watching videos too. Anyways, so
maybe it might even be my videos.
Oh yeah. I've seen them. I got them lined up.
Yeah, they're all silly jokes. I mean, but hey, if you find a gap in the algorithm, I say exploit it.
Yeah.
Tell you motto somebody told me I might start having it. If I start having a motto: win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Yeah. Always cheat.
If I start having a motto.
It took me a second to respond. I was like, well, hold on. That's yeah. It was contemplating everything in my head all at once. I was like, hold up. Did he just say that? Yeah, he just said that.
I just said that. That's exactly what I meant to. I don't mean cheating and breaking the actual rules, but you exploit every gap you can find. All of the legitimate ones. Yeah, they were making a documentary about how the bears are misunderstood and how they are very accepting of humans. And they are extremely accepting of humans as a meal item. They are perfectly welcome to come to dinner.
Yeah, it ain't Yogi Bear.
Put the paw down. Put it down. Don't start no shit with me.
No, it ain't.
You know I'll beat your ass. You ain't gonna do nothing. You can't do nothing. You want to bet? You coming back for some more? I ain't got time for all this. I gotta go to Dollar Tree.
You gotta go to the Dollar Tree.
Put the paw down. Put it.
Okay. All right. So, in some places in the world, whenever you're training dogs, you train them for different things, depending upon where you are. If you're in Texas, Georgia, Louisiana, Florida, chances are if you have a large bulldog, he's had at least some type of training, assuming you purchased them legitimately. Probably had some basic training on how to like chase, bay, catch, and hold various pigs, mostly. Running a deer is a totally different skill set. Tracking a raccoon is a totally different skill set. And these skill sets have turned into something very akin to Olympic Games for dogs. Some of them are cool. There's like long jumps off of docks. There's long swims. There's all kinds of them. This is the vertical lift. And these guys are trained athletes. Like, Look at that dog. He is so
Oh, he's
ready.
ready.
He is so ready to go. He, she, it, they, them. I don't mean to misgender an animal. Is that even a thing? No. Is that
No.
Look how high he goes. What is that? 12 meters? 14 meters?
Yeah, 13, 14.
Yeah. I mean, you got to admit, that's respectable. I didn't expect to see him run up a wall 15 feet.
Yeah, I've seen other videos where dogs, man, amazing. The feats that they can climb, man, is it really is amazing. There was one or a couple of dogs, and it was like a big bushel of bush, and both of the dogs just cleared it. And I didn't think that there was any way, and sure enough, man, they did it.
I had a bulldog when I was little that used to pick pears off the tree in the backyard, and before that dog died of old age, we got the bulldog died of old age. We got a golden retriever that learned the same trick of climbing a pear tree to pick pears, and the retriever would climb up and sniff this pear and that pear and this pear and that pear and come back down and go up the other side and sniff that pear and sniff this pear and then pick one.
Yeah.
Spend 30 minutes looking for the right pear.
Yeah.
But anyway, every now and then you come across a man's man.
Yeah.
He thinks he's cheating, but what actually is happening? This stupidity. This is what we're actually doing is filming TikToks. You know, you ask her, we're probably at the bar with all our hoochie mamas and stuff. Nah, just TikToks. It's just silly TikToks.
How much is that? Yo, what up, buddy? 450. 450 is only this, bro. Well, what about the print? It's my fucking wallet, bro. Wallet? What the fuck? How much is that? Yo, what up, buddy?
That caught me from so off guard. I put that in there.
I didn't expect that, y'all. Yeah, I didn't expect to do that.
Well, what about the print? It's my fucking wallet, bro. Wallet? What the fuck? How much is that? Yo, what up, buddy? 450.
Did he just happen to have exact change in the Pringles can?
Or either that, he was just tipping him at the end. Good. Yeah.
Something like that. Now, this is a conversation that takes place on. There's a show where I can't remember exactly what it was. There's a show where Untethered's right. That dog go over any fence you got.
Oh yeah. Hurdle.
Video.
Over
It's not even in the equation. That fence doesn't matter at all. But there's a recording of a conversation between an owner and a dog. And the dog is asking questions of the owner, and the owner is answering them to the best of his ability.
Am I just a pet?
Well, you're my dog. Sure, I do things for you, but you get me through my day. You protect the yard, the house, heck, the whole neighborhood. You are my pet, but you are also my best friend.
All right, I'll give you a minute.
Boy, Doug.
I'll give you a minute to go to the shower and shed your one-man tear allotted a year.
Sure.
You'll have one-man tear.
Yeah, one-man tear. Yeah.
You can have a minute to go to the shower and shed it where real men shed their tears.
So dogs apparently don't like this sound.
Fan hammer.
So dogs apparently
Now,
don't like this
boy right
sound.
there.
Oh
That is a
yeah.
very pretty girl, and I'm not talking about the chick. I'm talking about the dog.
The dog.
I could have taken that a totally different direction, but I'll pass. It's a very pretty puppy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a pretty one too.
Ain't that beautiful? That's what pretty looked like.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who has, that's why I picked this one. Anybody who has heard me talking about my mom's dog, Pretty, that is exactly what Pretty looked like. She might have had a few pounds on this one.
Yeah. Look at them jaw muscles.
I know, man. Pretty's, the top
Wow.
of his head had an M shape. You see how it's got that little cleft?
Mm-hmm.
She had a hole where her jaw muscles come together. When she would clench, it would literally create a fold where that little crease is on his head.
Yeah.
So they were huge.
Damn.
She was the one that used to swing by the tire. We had a tire swing, and she decided to attack it, swing on it.
With her mouth, yeah.
Yeah, with her mouth. Like she'd run up,
with her mouth,
she'd like run by it and grab it, and then swing up on the end of the rope, and then come back and hit the ground running in the other direction. Sometimes she'd take off again. Sometimes she'd come back in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
She also learned to play football. She knew where the end zone was. She didn't really understand what was going on. And I'll point out, she was big enough to hold a football in her mouth.
Yeah.
Like, pick it up and run. Not by the straps. I'm talking about the whole football.
The football, yeah.
The football, yes.
She palmed
Massive.
it with her mouth.
Yes. With teeth and everything.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That thing right there. That might be my that might actually be my thumbnail right there. That looks
That's pretty though. Man, like I said, Pits have always been my favorite, man. Like by far the prettiest dogs, I think.
Yeah. I have a more of an affiliation with dogs than I do with cats. You know, cats are like, I'm gonna tell you how I view cats. You have cats and you have dogs. When you're dealing with a dog, the dog comes in and says, "Wow, look at this man. He feeds me, he cares for me, he gives me everything I need. He must be a god." And a cat sees you and says, he feeds me, he cares for me, he gives me everything I need. I must be a god. Like, and that's the difference between cats and dogs. And that's kind of the difference between cat people and dog people.
Mm-hmm.
So we only got a few more left, and I'll turn you loose on the world again. You can go out and make the whole world a safer place from all those tyrannical cops and officials and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're going to run out when we get done.
Have what?
I know you're going to run out the door just as soon as we get done here. You're sitting there.
Oh, mainly for a cigarette. Yeah, mainly for a cigarette.
Oh, I think you'd be out cop watching or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that too. I gotta get more videos, man. I'm only up to like 20 videos, and I want more. I want more videos.
You're doing it wrong. I'm just saying, brother. You guys, yes, mandatory. You're correct.
Yeah,
their cats are total assholes. You're just right. And I don't know. I think the dog was pretty. Untethered. I honestly think that beautiful, beautiful tan dog was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't mind sleeping there, provided the dog was aware of me.
It looked pretty and aggressive at the same time. Like it had that pretty aggressive look.
Those yellow eyes. Man.
Oh yeah.
Don't even think about it. Just name it. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Velociraptor. Who's the one guy you would sleep with?
John Stamos.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Don't even think about it.
One guy you would sleep with.
John Stamos.
I'm sorry.
What? Did we just become
Keanu
best
Reeves.
friends?
Don't even think about it.
If I was forced to pick a man that I had to sleep with, or everyone on earth would die, it would have to be Keanu Reeves. Mainly because I know the man doesn't like to touch people in the first place, and he might give me a pass.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't give me a pass, there's nobody out there who would look at me and go, "I can't believe you slept with Keanu Reeves." I can literally look at him and go, "It was Keanu Reeves."
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Everybody was gonna die. I had to do something. I saved your life. With the team.
Yeah, he's a good damn actor, man. He's in like most of my favorite ones. Man.
A movie that is far underrated that he was in. I think the name of it's Chain Reaction. It's about where they figure out cold fusion, and he was still kind of putting together his acting chops and stuff. It was not long after Point Break and not long before The Matrix. It kind of fell through the cracks in there. There's another one where he plays a homeowner, and some girls show up and pretend like they've had car trouble, and then they go about trying to entrap him into some nefarious things so that they can kill him and rob him. But he's so much of a Sigma male. Hey, freaky geek, how you doing? He's so much of a Sigma male that he just doesn't fall for any of it, and so they end up basically just being scandalous, evil bitches.
Yeah,
and realizing that they're just screwing up. I think it's
I've never seen that one. It don't even sound familiar on that one.
No, dude, nobody's seen it. Nobody's watched it. You know, yeah. Morgan Freeman was the hitman. Gary remembers it. I worked at a movie store. I've seen everything previous to 1999.
Mhm.
Almost everything. The store closed in 2002.
Yeah.
I've seen all of it. Everything, everywhere.
It all went digital. Yeah, we
Oh,
had
yeah.
Hastings here.
Who's Hastings? We got Hastings.
Hastings. We had Hollywood Video was our place, and Hastings and Blockbuster.
Right, I got you. We had a Movie Madness, which was privately owned and operated by the same people who owned the Pastime, which is the same people who owned the Pastime Theater, which is the same people. Anyway, small town. It had to do with movies. Chances are they run it.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we got puppies and no sound. Well, a dog, and he's a cutie. Unfortunately, he's not very. Oh.
Oh. Ooh.
I'm not even sure what the digging dog came into.
It looked like a snake. Yeah, lucky dog. That's what you call a lucky dog. Yeah,
Oh,
snake.
snake. It was.
Yeah,
a
it is a
snake.
snake. Yeah, it was a snake.
That last was just so cute. Oh my lord, that cat dribbling the dog. That's so darling.
They said they don't get along, man. I've seen millions of cats and dogs getting along, man.
It was about 5 months ago that Mum and Dad brought home a potato that resembled a mini human, wrapped up as a burrito. Sometimes I wonder why it's still here. It was about 5 months ago that Mum and Dad brought home a potato that
And sometimes I wonder if it's still here. That's another beautiful dog. Man,
Oh,
those blue-nosed pits and red-nosed pits.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me? Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry.
Oh.
Excuse me?
Hey, that's not mommy.
That's not mommy.
Not you.
Have you noticed that dog didn't really care that he was doing that either? He's like, oh yeah, you can continue. Try to get it out. Try to get it out.
This one didn't even care. That's a pretty girl there. Kind of a cute chick too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Mommy won't do that to you. Mommy's not the right color to do that. The internet would hate mommy.
Apparently, it's okay if white people eat animals. As long as you're not Asian or something. I don't know. I wonder how it goes if you're Caucasian.
Caucasian, yeah. Sasquatches eat everything, though.
Redheads and redheads.
Yeah,
All right, so that's pretty much our show. That's kind of how that goes. If you come back, you'll get to do the whole scene again. And at some point in time in the future, I would really like to get the band back together again, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, hopefully you can get some, like you said, Jeff too. I would love. I don't know if you can. How many people can you put on one stream at once?
10. I
10?
put 10 up at once, but it's real hard to manage all of that.
Oh yeah, I would imagine.
So I got this thing I do right before I sign off. I say bye to everybody that's in chat, and I say bye to you. And then I try to do a sound bite for your channel. When I send you the episode, you'll be able to edit the sound bite out. And it's kind of like your short that you did earlier. I've been kind of working on this a little bit. It's probably going to suck real bad, but we've had, let's see, we've had Dataslav. How do you say that? It's Volstead Act backwards, but Dataslav Act mandatory carry. You got to fix that, dude. That is Untethered Live, who is going to get modded as soon as I figure out how to mod him. Hold on, I can do that over here. But I have to do that in a different window. Is that the chat window? Right. This the chat window? Yes. I just screwed the pooch on that one. Where you at? Where you at? There you are. You there. In message, user and hideout, add moderator. There you go, Untethered. You are now a moderator on my channel. We were supposed to do that when you were here live, and I was supposed to moderate you while we were live so that you could post your links to all your stuff. So before we sign off, do you have any merchandise, any other channels that you like to follow, anything like that?
Oh, of course you. Yeah, I mean, you, like I said, you've been amazing every time I've got a chance to talk to you, man, and it won't stop. I can guarantee that because we have a great time.
I'm that annoying.
Yeah. I mean, the main people, San Joaquin Valley Transparency, man.
Yeah, San Joaquin Valley he's a boss. He's an absolute boss.
Man, he's one of the ones that got me started doing what I do and made me passionate about it.
Not only is that man actually full bore doing actual street walking audits, he is also highlighting other auditor channels and does one or two of them a day.
Right.
He might do 3 videos in a day and use his actual notifications to highlight other people.
Right. He's the one that blew me out of the water. He realized that I was out there and I was putting the work in, and he said, you know, you deserve your credit.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, he puts in the work. He deserves the credit. He deserves everything he gets from it, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no reason to shortchange that man. He's certainly got his whole world figured out as far as how he wants to handle it.
Right.
So
for sure.
Trying to get back even. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Click the same button 3 times and it does 3 different things. But then once it does what it's supposed to do, it stays that way. It doesn't change anything. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Saved my life.
Yeah, I have to learn how to do all of that stuff for sure. So, like I said, I'm learning as I go. So,
yeah, I'll get you on stream at some point on your stream that you set up.
Yeah,
you'll be able to see it from your end then, and you'll be able to see what's actually possible.
Yeah,
it's not nearly as complicated as it looks, and it's also way more complicated than it looks, I guess.
Yeah,
you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. But let's see what's next. We got Freaky Geek, right? We've got who else we got? We had Freaky Geek, Dadislav, mandatory carry, Untethered Live. We have they're the only ones that's really been chatting, which is cool. Everybody else, Angie Jean, I think she's with you.
Yeah, that's
Faye Kenma, aka his wife, which I believe is my daughter or someone associated with her.
Yeah.
Sounds like the kind of stuff she'd do. Casey came in. We had Mama Gnome came in for a minute. She had something she had to go do. Theta Nya.
Yeah. I was trying to read the comments, but they were real small over there on your side, and I was able to see a couple of them.
If you go on the right side of your StreamYard over there, there's a comment section, right?
Yeah.
You should be able to click that, and it should pop the comments up in the window right next to you. Or does it just not give you any of that crap?
Yeah, it did. See, I didn't know I was supposed to click on it. I thought it was automatically fed in.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it starts up by itself. Sometimes you got to make it start. But okay, so Skylar Toulouse, is that you or one of you?
That's my son.
Okay, that's one of your folks. There's Rachel McCoy. There's Harry Nuts. We have Mama Gnome and me, Caucasian Sasquatch. So now your sound bite, and then we do a close.
Awesome. Let's get it. Let's hear it.
All right. Do it live. You got to get important about the real things, the things that really matter. No, wait, no, wrong sound. Maybe I should do it like Alex Jones.
There goes that Wolfman Jack again. I'm telling you.
That might actually be pretty good. All right. Truth Be Told Audits. Truth Be Told Audits. Now, this is Caucasian Sasquatch with Truth Be Told Audits. Right now, we're coming to you live. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And when I send you your episode, you should be able to edit that last little bit off and use it. If not, I can record you another one. I don't know that it'll be that clear or that good, but later when I get my FET head or sound lifter, it'll all clear up much. Better. I'll actually be able to like not be sitting here trying to like have relations with my microphone. Kind of have to.
On my channel, I like keeping everything raw. I like keeping everything original. You know, that's the first word in my description is truth. You know, I don't cut anything out. I want everybody to see how it is. You know, there's a lot of people that cut a lot of stuff out. Not me. I will always put the full thing. I don't hide anything. So,
well, I'm having tons of fun. We're gonna move this into the background, and we'll let everybody have a fantastic evening. So remember.
Thank all y'all for watching. All y'all.
Y'all have a good one. The wrong button. We need the other button.
2 more.
We have to mess up at least 2 or 3 more things before we end, because if we don't,
it won't be right. It won't be right.
I bet you I won't have any sound on this. I bet you. I bet you dollars to donuts there won't be any sound on this one. Yep. What I tell you, no sound.
Wait, you didn't figure out what made it cause to do that, though, right?
I have no idea. I have sound effects. They're available in my stream. I can see them over here. I can see them over there. There's no actual sound going out. I bet it's picking up my voice there right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.